Okay, Merkel's favorite food, finally taking a bite. Now I'm in Berlin and behind me is the Kanzleramt, the place where Angela Merkel is working.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
And it's almost lunchtime, so I'm wondering, what does she eat all the time that makes her fingers stick together? As you might know, she's leaving after 16 years, and as an homage to her, I want to eat like Angela Merkel for a day. So I'm in Berlin, I'm gonna do it with a real Berliner.
People will roll their eyes if you call them that.
We're gonna eat like her and we're gonna see what other crazy foods we find here in Berlin. Berlin is a place where everyone can find their home. And among all those, we have Angela Merkel. Many things have been discovered about her over the past years, like her working as a bartender during university. Can you imagine? And to kick things off on our Merkel menu, we chose nothing less than the food she served Barack Obama when he was visiting her in Germany in 2016.
We're having currywurst,
Which
Berlin
is?
specialty. This is a sausage that is covered with ketchup and curry powder.
Okay.
Basically just that.
In order to find my way through the sea of dishes, my friend Laurent stepped up to be my personal food captain. Like so many Berliners, he came to the city over a decade ago to study and found something there that many of us search: home.
And that's very famous for Berlin, right? Mm-hmm. You can find it everywhere here. It's like the fast food of Berlin, I have the feeling.
Yeah.
You walk around the street, you see a stand, or they're selling it just outside. You just have it while standing, like we're having it right now, and that's it.
Perfect snack to go.
And what can't miss next to a dish that looks like a bloodbath? Fries.
How would I eat it? Just dig in?
You take your little wooden stick there and you dig it,
There are two options of how to eat it. I wonder what Obama chose.
Mit oder ohne Darm. That's the outer layer of the sausage that's made from the gut. Some people probably find this a little repulsive, so they get the ohne version, which is just sausage meat. But we got it with because that's the full experience.
This is the workers' food, right? This is what we're. It's like the workers' food.
No.
After you're done with the construction,
No.
you and the guys would have a currywurst, maybe a beer.
Even for the Mittagspause, they would have a little currywurst
So for lunch break.
stand, yeah.
You sometimes spot her at events eating this or munching it during a romantic dinner with Barack.
I think it was really invented by accident, actually, by a lady who had some stuff.
Somebody wanted to put ketchup on the bottle exploded, all the ketchup went in there.
Yeah, and some curry powders flew from the shelf as well, and there you go.
It's 4 now, 4 p.m., but it's like still buzzing.
Yeah. People here love eating. You have so many great options from all across the world. Really excellent options. People love to eat and try different restaurants all the time. You know?
And I've seen that like due to all these different immigrants and influences, you have a variety of foods here, like really authentic good foods.
You can find everything.
But the most important food I wanted to find was one of Merkel's favorites, which is typical in the north of Germany. Okay, Merkel's favorite food, finally taking a bite. So Mettwurst, raw minced meat, some bread, onion,
Raw onions.
raw onions,
Raw everything.
It's okay. I mean, I don't know why she likes this so much, but yeah, it's interesting.
Would you say it's the perfect snack to have before you're going on a hot date?
Yeah,
Oh,
it smells very
yeah.
strong. Mettwurst is a strong flavored German sausage made from raw minced pork, preserved by curing and smoking, often with garlic. It's alright, it's not the best.
it's just raw meat. Just raw meat, basically, in the bread. You can't get more simple than that.
Even though Merkel apparently loves Mettwurst, she particularly cut back on it and swapped it with carrots in order to lose some weight and eat healthier. Watch out, Instagram, we have another fitness influencer coming. Does politics play a big role in Berlin?
Yeah, it's a very political city.
How would you feel that on a day-to-day life?
A lot of posters, graffitis, activist slogans, demonstrations are pretty common.
Berlin has always been very left, and hence it is not a big stronghold of Merkel's party. What does Berlin think about Merkel, actually?
I don't think people are a fan of her here. They respect that she just stepped down, and maybe they will also miss her a little bit.
I'm not gonna miss this food.
She has a reputation of being very simple, right?
Yeah.
No,
Like
no
this.
fuss, simple house
Yeah.
in the suburbs, very simple food. Here's of hers at the supermarket, just queuing at the counter, buying some modest beer,
Yeah.
things like that. So that's what people like.
Okay.
I wanted to feel presidential again. So we went to a typical Berliner restaurant to eat the food Merkel enjoyed with President Obama during another one of his visits. Yes, we eat.
Eisbein, typical for Berlin. Never had it because it's very different here in the north. It's pork knuckle. It's very gooey, like if you... They boil it. There's potatoes, there's potato jam, mustard, sauerkraut, because of course we're in Germany. So yeah, let's dig into this weird thing.
The rubbery texture is a layer of fat surrounding the meat and looks very much like snow and ice. Not the most good-looking thing, but I mean, we are in Germany. We are not necessarily known for style.
I gotta try this. This is really awkward. Like I don't know what. It's okay, but I don't know. Yeah, it's very like it's like rubber. Look at this. This is like my stomach does after I eat too much.
In order to understand this mix of cultures, Laurent's girlfriend Anna from Bulgaria and her friend Maggie from Slovakia were joining us for this feast.
What's one thing that really surprised you guys when you first came to Germany?
Nothing works on Sunday. Bro.
We were just talking about
Oh my god. Until I learned, like I knew it, but until I learned that.
You realize
The amount of times when I would end up with a completely empty fridge on a Sunday with the idea I'm gonna do groceries or something, I'm gonna do whatever, and there would be like no supermarket open in the close proximity of 5 kilometers.
You have to drive for 45 minutes to the train station, and then you have
Yes,
a queue
yes,
outside
yes,
the supermarket
Or, like,
and a bouncer there.
The weirdest meals I've
bouncer.
had in
I'm the
Germany
bouncer, security guy.
were always
So there we were, 4 countries eating German food in a Berlin Kneipe. And who was the tourist? Me, the German. And that's the beauty of Berlin. But before you decide to come and live here, I have to warn you.
For me, it was like so surprising that like when your neighbors are noisy, you can actually call the police. Like I never knew you could do it before I moved to Germany. Because in Bulgaria, where I'm from, like when your neighbors are noisy, like you know, you go knock on their door, like you talk to them. If they keep on being noisy, you go a second time, and the third time when they really piss you off, you just throw eggs at the door, like something like it. I mean, sure.
4 countries coming together and sharing their bond over Berlin. And even though I cannot always understand it, I can feel the passion. And that's what a place should do to you, right?
Different people cater to different places, and Berlin is one of those places where you can be whoever you want, you can do whatever you like, and you always know there's going to be some random guy on the U-Bahn being weirder and crazier than you.
We Germans are often referred to as a bit cold and stoic. And Merkel for sure is not the type of person that loses her cool quickly. Unless it comes to football. And plum cake. So I had no other choice for dessert than to try it.
another one of Merkel's favorites. She apparently loves to make those. And you know what? That's why her hands are so sticky. But also like this.
Pflaumenkuchen is a pie made from yeast dough that is thinly spread onto a baking sheet and covered with plums. It's a typical dish for coffee and cake at 5 p.m. in German households. The plums give this cake a natural sweet taste that will put a smile on even the grumpiest among us.
It's really good. It's sweet. What I'm interested in, why is the startup scene so big here?
The same reason why the artistic scene is so big, or club scene is so big, because it used to be very cheap.
So you're either like a starving artist or a starving entrepreneur.
Well, and you could. There's other options, of course.
And I feel Berlin takes pride in the startup culture, right?
Yeah, it does. Although if you work here and people ask you what are you doing, you say I work in a startup. It's like the usual.
Yeah.
Okay, a startup. Yeah, sure.
Everybody wants to be the next Apple. And yeah, some big companies came out of Berlin, such as Zalando, HelloFresh, Delivery Hero. But not everybody can be the next Steve Jobs.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Iraq.
What's the worst startup idea you've heard here in Berlin that failed? Where you're like, you're like,
I don't think it was bad, but I think it was never going to work. Back in 2015 or so, chatbots were huge things that just started.
Yeah.
And there was this company that was like your personal concierge
Okay.
on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You could write them any wish you wanted, anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to order pizza, to get some decorations for my birthday party, or like anything. There's a huge team of people on the other side trying to make that happen.
And it failed.
It totally failed. It just can't work. You need an army of people doing something, and you have all these ridiculous demands.
Yeah. You writing them. Yeah.
It is,
I'm gonna make this
I
company
ruined
fail.
them.
Angela Merkel and her food. Simple, but definitely leaving an impression. Last fun anecdote comes from one of her cooks. She dislikes too much fanciness when it comes to food. Apparently, she asked that a potato should please look like a potato. So for all you fancy pants, more of this. If you enjoyed the journey of me becoming Merkel, give us a like. Until next time.